Okay, we hit a absolute banger today. Price could have came down even lower and hit a 1 to 4 basically, but again, I took my full take profits at a 1 to 2.6 first TP at these 15-minute lows, and yeah, I ended up trailing a stop loss. We ended up getting hit on our trailing stop, but this was first TP, second TP, and then trailing stop got hit here. So overall on the day, pretty good day. We made around $332 per account. So that's times 7 on these PA accounts. So we're slowly growing. We're back in a good position on these PA accounts. Again, I'm in no rush with these. I just want to keep growing them, get them into a comfortable spot. I'd like to get them in $10,000 drawdown so we could start making a good amount of money every month. But again, I'm not going to focus on that right now. I just want to keep my main focus on taking good trades every day and being patient and not rushing this. So today was a little bit of a tricky day. I think the key today was patience. I had my eyes set on this draw on liquidity, like all these draws down below. We had all these high time frame draws. I took a screenshot last night and literally showed my girlfriend of what I thought was going to happen in the morning. Like this was taken at 1:13 a.m. Like you can, if it let's you see. I don't know if it's doing it. But look, I predicted that. Again, it did what I wanted it to do, which is nice, but I don't know. I think we called a good trade this morning. So let's go over today's trade. We'll X this out. We'll X this out too. We don't need 5-minute equilibrium. We entered 1-minute equilibrium, right? Yeah, 1-minute equilibrium. All right, so what I wanted to see on this trade, right? Again, you might hear chewing in the background because the dogs are freaking munching on some bones. But yeah, I was very bearish today, right? Market open, we came down. We had a big move down. We ended up creating a 15-minute fair value gap. I wanted to see us retrace into that 15-minute fair value gap and continue lower, right? Pretty simple. But again, ES was playing games with us. It came down. We ended up forming an SMT at the lows. We had London session lows down here in this area somewhere, or it might have been up here. I forget. Let's just check real quick. You're chewing so loud in the background. I'm sorry if you guys hear that. That's my bad. You can hear munching away. But we had all these lows, right? We had these hourly lows. We had London session lows down here that we ended up taking out. I think we had a 4-hour low also. Yeah, we had this 4-hour low. So NASDAQ came down, took out all those lows, right? We ended up forming an S&T off those lows. As you can see, market open. ES only came down, like took out these hourly lows right here. Well, no, we created these hourly lows at 9 a.m. So, hold on. Sorry, guys. Dogs chewing are distracting me. Yeah, we created that hourly low at 9 a.m. So now ES came down. We ended up wanting to retrace back up. We got this big move out of nowhere, right? We broke structure back to the upside, but we ended up coming back into this 4-hour fair value gap, and we were hesitating to come up and take out these highs. So I was watching these highs, and I saw that we formed a 5-minute SMT, right? We formed a 5-minute SMT out of these this 4-hour high, and again, we took out these hourly highs and London session highs on ES. That's why I don't have them marked out. So we formed a 5-minute SMT, right? I was staying patient. Then we ended up forming a 15-minute SMT, as we could see, when price wanted to continue down. So I stayed on the 5-minute time frame, right? I was looking at the 5-minute. We came to this 15-minute fair value gap that we created. We ended up inversing this 5-minute bullish fair value gap, right? We still didn't break structure to the downside yet, so I was staying patient. I didn't enter right off of the 5-minute inverse fair value gap. I thought we had the potential to continue lower, fill in this 15-minute fair value gap, take out all these draws in liquidity, which we did, because again, these are way more achievable, right? We came down literally, I think, 30 points away or something like that. So these lows are way more achievable than us coming back up here, right? So I was like, we have to come up, retrace into this 15-minute fair value gap and continue down. If we inverse this 15-minute fair value gap, I probably would have been bullish. But as you can see, we got a reaction off of it. Again, we can mark out 15-minute equilibrium too if we wanted to. I don't think I did. As we can see, we reacted right off 15-minute equilibrium, retracing that 15-minute fair value gap. But I saw my main focus on NASDAQ because we had all these lows down below. But we ended up inversing this 5-minute fair value gap, right? That made me scale down into the 1-minute time frame. So I scaled down to the 1-minute time frame. And as you can see, we came down. I marked out equilibrium that I had before. So we had equilibrium from these lows to these highs. Right? We came into equilibrium. I just wanted to see bearish confluence is getting respected. So we inversed the 5-minute bullish fair value gap. We're reacting out of a 15-minute bearish fair value gap. We formed a 5-minute SMT, and we have all these high time frame draws and liquidity down below, right, that are stacked up. We got a lot of low resistance draws and liquidity. So I was like, dude, if we respect this and we're respecting bearish confluences, I'm taking a trade. So all I waited for was a break structure to the downside, which we ended up getting right here. Right, we broke structure to the downside. Again, we were already in a downtrend, but we came back up. I was monitoring the highs. We never broke structure back to the upside, but I still monitored the lows. I saw us react off equilibrium after inversing that 5-minute fair value gap. I said, hey, we broke back down. We're probably going to continue lower. So I put my entry in here, right? I got an entry around this area or something like that. I think I got in around 91. But then I had my stop up here. No, I got in a little bit higher because my stop was a 27-point stop. I might have got in a little bit higher. Where did I get in? Maybe I got in right here. I had a 27-point stop, so I had my stop like right here. Again, that was my entry, and then we formed this 1-minute bearish fair value gap. I wanted to see us respect that and just show heavy selling pressure out of it, which we did, which made me more comfortable in this trade. And then I saw we were about to break structure to the downside on the 5-minute time frame while inversing this 5-minute bullish fair value gap. This should be green. Once we broke structure and inversed that in ES, I was so comfortable taking this trade. And as you can see, it just flushed down perfectly. First TP at these 15-minute lows right here. As you can see, at these 15-minute lows, that was my first take profit for a 1 to 2.1. And then, hold on, we'll go to 1 minute. And then my second take profit was all the way down here. I put mine a little bit above this take profit because, again, I put my take profits a little bit above so I don't get edged. Again, I put it like a point up. So, again, I got my other take profit hit here. Then I started to trail my stop. I should have trailed it above this fair value gap, but we still would have gotten taken out anyway. I put it above, a little bit above like this high or somewhere, something like that. I remember looking at it. I got out at like 630, and then my trailing stop got hit right here. So, first TP, 1 to 2.1. Second TP, 1 to 2.5. And then third and final TP was a 1 to 2.75. Overall, a 77-point trade on NASDAQ. I'll take it. Again, we could have let it run for like 100 points or something like that, 110 points. But again, I'm not going to get FOMO on this. I think it's a solid trade, especially on these PA counts with the trailing drawdown. I'm trying to get past that and take my time. $333 with 3 micros, I will take. Again, I go 3 to 4 micros. Since it was more than a 25-point stop, I usually go 3 micros. If it was below 25 points, I probably would have went 4. But I'm sticking to my overall long-term game plan and letting it do its thing because time will just keep telling over time, if that makes sense. But again, good day. First trade of the week, stopped out. First TP hit on Monday. Today's Tuesday. So Monday, yesterday, first TP hit, stopped out at break even. And then today, we hit a pretty good trade, 1 to 2.83. So, yeah. Oh, and one other thing. When first TP hit, I moved my stops to break even. But again, once we had this flush, when this just decided to tank and we came out and took out these lows, I put my stop above these highs right here once we took out these lows. Not to break even yet. I put my stops to break even once we hit first TP, just in case we wanted to come back up and then retrace back down. So, I don't know. Hopefully that makes sense in these videos. I think I do. This is free sauce. So I'll post a live video too. I started recording those. I'm recording on this, thank God. But yeah, solid trade today. We made around $330 per account. And I posted on my Instagram, guys. We made around $2,310 today, which is pretty good. We'll take it. Slow and steady, right? Slow and steady wins the race. So appreciate everybody's like and subscribe. Discord link is down below if you want to join the Discord. And yeah, we're just going to keep getting better every single day. And over time, we'll get to where we want to be, right? All right, appreciate it. Have a good day. Goodbye.